Jay fires away from outside. He can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight. So much changes from year to year.
Stolen by Markkanen. And LaVine. Oh, the power on that throw-down. Wow.
Got to give LaVine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Steps back and fires. A nice shot by Che. Che's got 6.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's LaVine. Can't cash in from a high post.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration. That's all.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just has fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Carter dishes to Young. It's hauled in by Che.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, Kevin, and last season, the Bulls making a deadline deal for Otto Porter. I mean, they were doing what they could to add to their youth core. They have quite a number of very young contributors.
Satoransky finds Carter, and the shot is good. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
There is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable. It feels like he can score at will from there.
Inside, the kick out to Dragic. Here's Figueroa. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know what the kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Satoransky looking around. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And he makes the first. Zach LaVine's checked in for White. Good on both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. You know, sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Adebayo passes to Figueroa. Over Young. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Che.
Oh, that's just another day at the office for Che. Comfortable working that medium range area.
LaVine against Robinson. LaVine with it from deep. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, you know, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
You'll be all right. You just gotta let the game come to you. You're forcing it a little bit. No, just take your time. Take a few deep breaths. You got this.
Yeah.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's Valentine and at the small forward. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. The Heat trail by 5. And Bam Adebayo. Will make substitutions. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact that the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here.